Oh, you guys, it did it to me again. The camera turned off and I didn't even realize it, so I was just talking away to myself. So, okay, let's start again. Well, we weren't very far, as you can see. We were a couple seconds in. Do you guys remember, I made the birthday card for my son for his birthday? No, you do not remember, because I deleted it before I ever posted. So I made the card and then erased the card, and then I made a bigger version of the jellyfish because my son loves my jellyfish. And I said, I don't think I'll ever be doing another octopus anytime soon, because wow, he's cool. He is cool, but he was not easy. And my son had no appreciation for the detail that I put into that bad boy. He just likes this side. He doesn't even look at the octopus side. And I had asked his friend Dan, it was Sam's 16th birthday. I had asked Sam and his friend Dan, hey, what are some video ideas I can make? And I got one from Daniel. He said, turn some people into fish. And so now Dan is turning 16. And so I'm going to make Dan and Sam, this is Dan. I've already cut him up once. See, Dan, Sam. This is our trip to Alaska. I'm going to turn them into fish on a card. Yeah, so I'm just cutting up, ripping up scraps. Oh, there's Sam again. Same picture. And I have some other pictures. Well, same picture again. This is, I don't know, California maybe? Sedona. So I put them on, these ones are on a glossy photo paper in the hopes that it might not die when I glue it. These ones are just on some photo paper that was already bubbly, kind of festive paper that I bought while I was in the White Mountains to doodle on. And so see, it's already got stuff over his face and whatnot, figuring out texture. We were soaking wet in Alaska, miserable. This is me and the two boys. This is a couple years ago now. And this is, we're in the San Diego Zoo. This is Dan again with my parents. And these ones are probably going to get obliterated when they get wet with glue. I don't know, just figured more texture in the background. If it does, if they work out, great. But I figured these couple on these ones should at least hopefully stay alive. I don't know, we'll see. Anyhow, and I had already pulled out different just scraps. This is some of Sam's artwork from when he was in art in freshman year, and some map. Some of my drip art when I put, me and my mom hung brown paper from my tree in my front yard, and literally rained paint down the paper and let it fall where it may. Yep. Well, first we threw it across an entire glass table. My mom thought I was insane, and then she got in the groove and we hung it from the tree. And then because at first her and my dad were like, what is wrong with you? And then she got in the groove and she was like, let's do this thing. And it takes a minute for people to get my vibe. So yeah, we're just gonna kind of make a background texture kind of like this, the ocean, because we're turning the boys into fish. Because, he thought that was funny. So I'm gonna turn him into a fish. And I got my gel plate out. Don't know that we're gonna need it or not. But I was going around the edges of our little pieces with this dauber. See, kind of like that. And I know that that's not what I did on Sam's, or I don't think that's what I did on Sam's, don't remember. But that's when I realized the camera wasn't working, and was like, well, shoot. So I took that moment as an opportunity to print some more pages, because I only had 2 pictures, and I was like, where did the rest of the pictures go? I don't know. I don't know where they went, you guys. So I just printed a couple more really quick. And they're blurry and they're not great because they're not on, they're not on cardstock. And I just took my regular pictures and then cropped them in really, really close so I could just get head shots. And I didn't size, I didn't size adjust appropriately or anything because I wasn't really worried about that. That wasn't even the point. It's meant to be background, different stages of things over his 16 years that he's done with us, adventures he's went on with our family, because we take him on nearly every adventure. Not every adventure, because, well, several adventures we haven't, but a couple of our big ones we have. Obviously, we took the kid on a cruise to Alaska. But when we do, like this summer, when we do our cross-country trip back from Michigan, he won't be with us, but that's because we're going for my mom's thing. You know, that's not a fun trip. That's not a fun trip. Nobody wants to go to a memorial service. Well, I mean, he might, but I don't think his dad would let him be gone that long. I don't know. That's up to him and his dad, and I guess we'll check into that, because he was very close to my parents, because my parents stayed with me in the winter times. So I guess there's that, and that's up to him. I don't want to go, so I can't imagine why a teenager wants to go. But it's his sweet 16 coming up now, so I just thought I would be funny and go with his funny little, ooh, to turn some people into fish type deal. So let's just start gluing some stuff down. Glue. Well, I don't see any glue, so let's just grab a glue stick from right here in the glue bin. Because oh, there it is. Never mind. There's the glue. Oh, so I put the other glue right next to it. That was smart, huh? Need to put the lid on the dauber. Yeah, because we've already had a couple kerfluffles with this one. So let's get it going while we got time, before something else happens. And I don't know. I just thought this would be kind of funny. And since his birthday's coming up, and I don't know, you know, they're still in school, because, you know, school's not out yet. Close, but not done. You're limited to what you get to do. And my kid didn't do anything big for his 16th yet. I told him he can do it when he wants to. It doesn't have to be on his birthday. Because, you know, he's a little stressy. His grandma died. He doesn't think he's in the stages of grief. He's learning, because as it happens, they're learning about the stages of grief in school now. And he's finally starting to recognize that, oh, just because you don't show it outwardly doesn't mean you're not doing it. I tried to tell him that, but, you know, I'm just a mom. What do I know? I might not be, obviously. Apparently, I'm not in the stages of grief myself. Because he's 16. You know, child. They know everything. And yet know so little. But I remember being 16. So, actually, I lived on my own at 16. So, oh, yeah, I well remember thinking you know everything at 16. So, I'm just, you know, just go, yeah, I know, Sam. I remember well. And I was like, and I also know that you will look back on this time and kind of shake your head. But that's because I'm 50. You know. I also remember people telling me, oh yeah, you're going to one day shake your head and be like, you will not even be close to the same person as you should not be. And him and I actually had a big discussion about it yesterday. And I was trying to point out to him that stages of grief, they're studying the 5 stages of grief in health class. That's a heck of a way to end the school year, don't you think? Studying the 5 stages of grief. Fun times. I'm like, well, that's a way to send you off into summer. Here, study grief. But I was trying to explain to him, they're doing it in conjunction to death, and so I was trying to explain to him that the 5 stages of grief have many, many things to do with your life and not just death. You will experience it, many things over. Your first love, you will, when she inevitably, when you have your first love break your heart, that you'll experience some of those stages of grief, and it will have nothing to do with a real death, but it's a death of many things. And he's just looking at me like, are you kidding me right now, Mom? And I was like, yeah, I get it. Okay, never mind. But you'll reflect back on this at some point and be like, oh, alrighty. Not today, but someday. It got very deep, and I was just like, but that's funny that, you know, your last semester of school, they're like, here, let me send you into summer with grief. Let's study death. Let's study death. let's do that. And then here, go on summer vacation. You did find that a little different, but you know, it's life. That's life. I was like, well, you know, your whole summer gets to be steeped in stages of grief this year, apparently. But that is life. I mean, you know, his last couple of years have been stages of, but, you know, a few years ago, I lost my best friend, and his friend lost his mother. So, who was my best friend? So that was not good either. And then this year, my mother, who's also very young. So it's all very odd. And he's kind of like, what the heck? And I get it, because he doesn't outwardly react, and I never did either until I think I was in the 40s. First time I outwardly reacted to someone's death. But I worked in death, so that's different. I worked in end stage of life, so I viewed it very differently and very pragmatically. And then as you get older, not as much, because then it's people your age, and then that's, or people closer, or I don't know why. But so I get where he's at, but I also get that he can't make decisions and his brain is floaty and he doesn't understand why. And I can see it. I can see what he can't see. You know what I mean? So I don't know that his friend wants to come home with us to Michigan. Well, with them, the boys, because I'll be there an entire month ahead of them. Oh, yay me. I have to go deal with all the stuff that they don't have to deal with. You know, the emptying houses and crap. Which is why I am actively emptying out art room. Not emptying it. No, guys, don't be crazy. No, don't be crazy. Just having it like down smaller. Doing the that 90 thing. I'm working on the 90-90 rule. If you haven't used it in 90 days, do you see yourself using it in 90 days other than seasonal things? I'm trying to do my whole house that way. That way, one, Denny and I should be transitioning into single empty nesters in the next couple of years. So I'm not doing it like aggressively, not like Swedish death cleaning or anything. I don't even know what that is, y'all. I just know the name of it. I have no clue what it is, but like in a couple of years here, we will be empty nesters officially. And so there would be no reason we wouldn't downsize our home. Thank the Lord. Because, you know, who wants to keep taking care of extra stuff if you don't have to? And so there's that. And less stuff to have to make decisions on all at one time, you know. And also, you know, there's this thing. Every time I go to my sister's house, my sister is a minimalist. I know I've told you guys. But also, her house is slightly, let me see. I was going to say boring, but that is not correct, because my sister's house is not boring. Her house is like foreign, right? Because it's not my house, right? So it's that kind of like, you're a guest. You're very much a guest. But her house is also like a warm hug. But nothing is out of place. Nothing is out of place. And there's like, she doesn't do art stuff at all. There's no place in her world for my kind of stuff. So that's very foreign to me. When my art stuff gets there, and it does, every time I'm there, I have art stuff with me. That is very chaotic in her world, and she puts up with it, to her credit. She, the last few times, has done very good with art spillage in her space. I try to clean it up by the time she's home from work. I'm not always perfect, Sometimes it's still spilled over, but I do pick it up as she's coming through the door, or if I'm still working on it as we are transitioning into something else, you know, because it's her space. It's not my space. And my sister's home is perfectly clean. Perfectly clean. So, but every time I come home, I wind up, everything's logical in her house. Do you know what I mean? Like her cupboards have a logical system to stuff. So I come home and I wind up putting my stuff in a logical system, which enables me to get rid of more stuff. And I'm like, hey, yeah, that doesn't need to, I don't need that to be there. I haven't even used that in like 6 years. So yeah, no reason that can't go out the door, which is nice because then I think, oh, well, good. Then Samuel doesn't have to come in here and figure out what does he need to do with mom's stuff, and was that important to mom? Because obviously it wasn't. It's been sitting there for 6 years, invisible to my eyes. Like literally, you guys, my husband, I have wanted a turquoise Keurig for years. For years. Why? Because I love the color. Matches my inner aesthetic. And occasionally, of late, my husband leaves and for work, legitimately, and he leaves the coffee pot empty. And I'm like, really? I don't want to make a whole pot of coffee for one coffee. You know, or because I've been around my Aunt Brenda and she's a bad influence, Aunt Brenda. Yes, you are. I want a cup of coffee in the middle of the day, which is very new for me. Just since the last time I've been around her. You know, you want a midday pick-me-up. That's new. That is a new Patty thing. So he randomly bought me one. That's freaking awesome, right? Because my husband loves me, admittedly. And it's the turquoise one that I wanted. Love it, sitting on my counter. I'm not going to pay for Keurig pots. Not going to do it. I totally have one of those little refillable things. Now, he bought me those, some fancy little doodaddy flavored-y ones to try out. Just a little fun pack. Great. They're still under the cupboard. Occasionally, I try one. And then, for the most part, I just go back to my little, you know, regular one. But they're fun to have fancy ones every once in a while. I haven't actually found one I like yet. Because, you know, who knew? But you never know. That's the fun of trying them. But they're meant for a fun sometime. Which is perfect. That's exactly what they were meant for. And that is what I'm using for. They're a sweet treat because I don't do sweets. Right? So they are exactly that. They're a sweet treat. So I'm in the pantry trying to figure out, well, I was getting my pressure pot out, the Instapot, and I was like, I need to clean some stuff out of here. My sister would have a heart attack in this room, blah, 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 to myself, right? Like, no pressure other than myself. Understand that. Nobody's complaining but Patty. But I'm on steroids, guys. So, and I look down, and there's a black Keurig, guys. I totally forgot I even own. Shame on me. Totally forgot I own a freaking Keurig. Yeah. I'm like, oh, I want a Keurig, honey. Yeah, I forgot I owned one. So now I will be gifting a Keurig to somebody on the free site who wants a Keurig because, shame on me, you know. And of course, I'm not going to just throw it away, and I'm not going to give it to the Goodwill where somebody has to purchase one. So, because you know I'm on a site on Facebook. I know I've told you guys, Facebook has these sites. Usually, if you look on your Facebook community in your area code, most have a free site where you guys, it's a gifting site where people gift each other things. If you're searching for something rather than running out to the store, you look on there first or you ask on there, and people donate things back and forth. Like I've given away a treadmill, I've given away a chest freezer. People give away amazing things, right? Or you know, but what you never do is you never sell on it. You gift, right? And it's to lessen consumerism and lessen the impact on the environment, basically. And so I am going to, obviously, put a Keurig on there, Patty. Very, very unhappy with myself about that one. But yeah, so totally, because and I thought, to my defense, I thought that it broke and that I had to get rid of it because it was broken, because I never used it. And the last time it was out, I thought Mom said it was broke, which means, obviously, I will check it before I put it on the free site and make sure it, in fact, works. But why else would it be in the cupboard? Okay, because the pantry in my house, by the way, I have a walk-in pantry thing, but because I don't have a lot of pantry-type foods in it, it's actually the gaming closet in my house. And because my kitchen has sufficient cupboards for pantry staples. So it's got, like, you know, your big stuff like the pressure cooker and the pizzazz, and then all the million board games and card games my family has, because we are gaming people. You know, we have millions of games that I can't fit anywhere else, so they are in the pantry thing. Because so why else would it be there, right? And why would I have forgotten? Okay, I know that my brain is like a sieve, guys, but that is ridiculous even for me. But I swear that it didn't work, and so we had to get rid of it. Now, it was free to begin with. I didn't purchase it, to be fair. But, like, some of the best things I've ever gotten are off that free site. Like, I have the best Ninja Foodie mixer thingamajig. I don't think I'll ever live without one of those things again. Like, it just blitzes anything you put in it. And I got it off the free site because the lady got a new one and upgraded. It's an old model, like it's not even made anymore, and it still just zaps my food right along, and I'm happy as a little clam with it. So yeah, totally should check them out in your guys' area, just saying. If you happen to have one in your area, they're like the best groups to be a part of. And we do, like, ours is my personal one. I'm sure they're all ran a little differently, but ours is a non-contact. So we so people put their name on, and then they changed the rules to where it was you just picked the first person that asked, you know, you put what you're offering up, and then somebody says they could use it and you pick them. And then it came to people could put why they need it, and then you could go down the line and pick. I still just pick the first person. And then you have to wait until the person asks you to message them on our site before you message them for a pickup time. And then before COVID, you could meet up at like a gas station or whatever to do the exchange. But now we just do porch pickup, where they leave it out at the end of their driveway or on their porch and you pick it up, which I love. So they set up a time, you know, yep, I'll leave it out in the morning. This is my address, in a private message, of course. And you just drive past, you pick it up, you tell them thank you, you know, in a message, blah, blah, blah. Move on with your day. It's very beautiful. Love every moment of it. I love our group. We have such a nice group of people. Sometimes you get ghosted, and some people get really upset about that. I never care. If you don't show up to pick up your things, because life happens, and personally, I am sickly. We all know this. I'm sickly. Life happens. I don't care. If something comes up, somebody can't come get their stuff, I just move on to the next person. You know, sometimes they need a couple extra days. Cool. If something comes up and they can't get it all, that's okay too. I don't care. Because there's always somebody else. And if not, then there's always a Goodwill. You know. But I like to try to give it to people first. Wow, that was a long ramble, wasn't it? That was odd. I know, I get excited about the group. Sorry. But yeah, I don't know. So anyway, yeah, I'm sure I'll come back from my sister's house with another cleaning spree. Yeah, we don't don't have a stripe of this down here yet, right? This is the back of the card. That's the front. I'm assuming I'm going to make the back messy again because that's what I did on the front. Well, on that card. So, just hedging my bets over here. Oop. Get some glue, Patty. Oh no, we're at the end of the glue stick. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hang on. Man down. Come along, Sally. Okay. So, I would like this piece right here to go right there. Seems like that's going to work out just dandy. Okay, let's see. Card kind of bends there, like that. Come along, like that. You have to, oh, was it supposed to go that way? Well, it's not gonna, it's gonna go this way because I want this color right here. All right, let's put some fish on, y'all. We have one spot right there that's not covered. Did you see that? Anybody see that? I don't know. A color to be floating in the sea. But the ocean is full of many colors. And in this case, weirdness. Okay, let's make some fish. So, fish. Oh, fish. Oh, wait, I got so much stuff on my fingers. Where is my, here it is, handy dandy scrubber. Although I don't know what's in my water at this point. It's awfully white over there. I'm guessing it's got a lot of glue in there. So, I have out, I don't know, can't tell if I had that pushed down or not, but it is now. I know that's on the fold right there, and I don't actually care if some of the pieces come up, but for the moment, it could be down. Oh, don't get on my picture. Okay, let's get some pictures, guys. Let me set that aside for a minute. Let's pop some faces off these pictures. Hello, Samuel. Him and his silly hats. Yeah, it's a thing. It is a thing, you guys. He's currently got one that's got some glow-in-the-dark stuff happening. Happening. Sam. Come here, Dan. This is definitely Sedona. And I know he's all pixelated. I don't even care. That wasn't even the point. Oh, come back. Come back, Sally. I know it's Dan, but, you know, whatever. Whatevs. Not important. Apparently, he's still wearing his, this is California, and he's still wearing his mask. Whoa. We're sticking. I don't think we needed the plate, but I wasn't sure, so I just got it out to save us some time. I should be throwing them down there, and the bucket is right beside me. The colored and whatever bucket, you know, the buckets. The buckets of paper buckets. Hello, Sandman, my baby. I don't see why these children think they need to grow up like this. I'm excited to see the people they'll become, but I'm not excited to be losing my babies. I know that one thinks he's not mine, but surprise. So these two, so Dan used to live down the road from us. So the boys went to school together, obviously. And then Dan does not live down the road. Now he lives about a half an hour away. Because his dad thought that was a good plan. I disagree. And that just means now I have to drive a half an hour to get him. But, you know, they're 16 now. So, I can drive themselves. Well, almost. I really do like this one with the stuff all over his face. So, definitely have to get in there. That in there somewhere. Okay, put that crap down there. That's, oh, wait. I still need this one. I know I already have this one once, but I feel like this is a better picture of it. Oh, this one definitely sticks. Oh, it stuck really hard to the plate. Yeah, he likes to make faces, and somewhere I have bunches and bunches of pictures of him always making faces at me. It's his thing. And I might cut around his head, you know, probably. But I didn't know if I could just blend it into the background or not. But so let's just see. Before we go crazy, let's see what we're going to do first. So I was thinking, oh, okay, they're bigger than I was thinking. Where is the one of Sam that's on this kind of paper? Hang on. Because those ones for sure I want to use. So let's put Sam in that corner over there. That's not the good Sam though. See, I got him twice. Hang on. Uh-oh. Oh no. Did I lose him? Sam, man. Come along, child. Where are you at? Okay, set them right there. Don't move. You go up there before you ruin all my pictures. Over there. Okay, I thought I had it right up here. See what happens? See what happens? Did I lose Sam? Did I? No, right there. Look. Sam. Oh, oops. Messed him up. Oh well. Doesn't matter. You're going to be a fish. Fish. Fish, I say. Fish, fish, fish. 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 Or this one. I mean, it's the same picture. It's just what size do I want you to be. Okay. Going to have to cut around their heads. I can already tell. Just a rough cut, though. This is take out most of the background. Just most of the background. Ta-da. We don't really need your neck. Just your face, Samuel. Oh no, I don't like that part around your head either. Get your colic off from there. Oh yeah, we're keeping your double chin looking craziness. Oh yes, we are, Daniel. My silly babies.